Thank you, Damaris. Music by Damaris, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Ruler. We got the ruler. Did you all miss me? You all missed me, didn't you? I know you did. Let me shout out everybody really quickly here. Well, hello, Boomerang Bish, Lisa Hope, Brenda, Poppy, Island Girl. I want to be an island girl. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't. What's up, Teresa? Girl, you go get them groceries, girl. What's up, Kimberly? 2 cents. Oh, 2 cents is better than no sense. That's what I say. What's up, Jessica? Hey, Angie's Life. Lisa Kleckner. Hey, Marguerite. Okay. Yes, love the music. That's from my friend and moderator, Damaris. Please go check out his channel. He is fabulous. Hey, Aggie. What's up with you? Well, we're going to talk about a few things today, okay? You're a flip-flop. Oh, you're flip-flop. Wow. Well, that's a cool name, Boomerang Bish. I like it. I like it, girl. All right. So, I took a couple days off. Now, I'm going to put this out here. I usually don't say this. I am now legally monetized. What you will find is no memberships on my channel. Okay? I never wanted to do memberships. So if you want to thank me, feel more than free to do so. If you don't, that's perfectly fine too. So just to put that out there. So, all right, where should we start? Should we start with Jody Sue and her BS, or Benny and Ernie's? I don't even know what to call that. To be honest with y'all, hey Marie, to be honest with y'all, I didn't learn anything new from it, but we will talk about it. But first, hey Benita, let's talk about this Chango POS. Chango, Mr. Chango. Remain Calm invited you to come up on her. Hey Vic, come up on my panel. I said that if you did, I would be respectable and my chat would be respectable. But I don't think that's what you want, Mr. Django Super Freak. Super Freak, Super Freaky. What's that, Miss Justice? Well, you be careful driving. Don't let me take your attention away from the road. Now, this is one that he did 2 hours ago. Yeah. No, 21. Yeah, 2 hours ago, I think. Anyhow, I am not showing it. I'm going to play it. Hey, Karen with the C. I'm going to play it, okay? And I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, literally, because I have a cat behind me. And she's like, bitch, you ain't important. So I'm laying here until I decide to get up. So, all right, let me tell you guys something which you may not know. Hey, Beezy. Hey, Abundance. No, we're not dropping his link. Absolutely not. What some of you may not know this information that the guy put out, hey Carol, about the donkeys and stuff, that was put out a long, long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. And we didn't buy it then. So he must really think, since there's new people coming into Summer's case, what's up, Patty? That maybe he can get some new fish to take an old worm. But sir, okay, nobody wants an old worm, even new fish. Hey, Mrs. Peacock, do you have a rogue mod? My friend was blocked. She came here a lot. She doesn't want me to say her name. Just a possible heads up. Mrs. Peacock, I do not have a rogue mod. Okay, I know that for a fact, and I don't know who you're talking about, but are the initials H and B? Are the initials HB? Hey, Miss Fitness. No? You'd have to tell me who it is, Mrs. Peacock. You really would, because I don't know. I know that, excuse me, I know that when I had Nicolina up on panel, that there were some people who got blocked, and my main moderator did let me know that. So it might have been an accident. But if I don't know who you're talking about, I can't go in and unblock them. So, yeah, I would, if you want to drop me an email and let me know. Yeah, Flies had me check the block list. So, I can go back and check it, but if I don't know who you're talking about, then, I mean, I don't know who you're talking about. Let me get my psychic powers working. They're not working real well today. But I'll check the block list again. I will check it. Okay. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will check it for sure. Okay. So, Mr. Chango. I don't even think he pronounces it that way. Mr. Chingo. And Mr. Chingo told us a story that had to do with donkeys. And he just couldn't stop with donkeys. Right? Hey, The Walking Dead. Right? Why couldn't you just stop with the donkeys there, Chingo Chango? Let's hear what this man says. Let me tell you about my channel. I commentate. If you get a little education, that's a thumbs up. Opinions and theories with no repercussions. We do try to live by that, but we are only human. We're not perfect. Okay? Just to let you know that. So, yeah. Well, thanks for popping in, Patty. I hope you get to feeling better. Trigger warning where needed. If you get entertained, I guess that's a good thing. Okay? And fair use. We do live by fair use over here. Now, if you get out of line, we may have to use our bitch be gone spray. Okay? We don't use it very often, but when we do, we make sure that it sprays upon the person. Okay? because that's how we roll over here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so. Oh, it's on my phone. I was going to share it. Here we go. Chingo Chango.
And my dirty Thunderbird.
Well, watch it.
One of those days, we broke 2 water mains. The refrigerator went out. Gave all the food away. And then it decided to work again. So that's after I bought another one. So we'll see how it goes. If it works in the morning, I'll just not pay for
Hey,
the other.
Exploited.
Listen, about this summer well situation. Everybody's been wanting to know. People have been wanting to give me interviews and put me online and tell my story, but really ain't a lot to it, y'all.
Class, did you hear that? People are wanting to make him a celebrity. What did he say? What was important there? But there ain't a lot to the Summer Well story. That's what he said. But there ain't a lot to it, y'all. I know this is a different one. I have the other one too, Flies.
It was an old couple. Pretty shady. It was a 7-year-old girl.
How do you know the girl was 7? Inquiring minds want to know. How did you know? What's up, Texaholic? How did you know she was 7? Is that kind of like Don Wells knew the little girl playing out in the yard was 5? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, she had 2 donkeys, and Mr. Dolly made fun of that, and that's okay. It's okay to be funny.
Dolly makes fun of everything. Don't take it personal. I would make fun of a couple jackasses too. Right? Isn't that what we do with jackasses? We make fun of them? I don't know, Sammy. I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
You gotta be real funny. You can't throw some donkeys on your site and think people are gonna click and like you. I ain't here for likes and subscriptions. That ain't what it's about.
You're not here for likes and subscriptions. What's up, Lick Lock? Lick Lock, Lip Lock, my lip lock, my lip locked, my lip is locked, Lip Lock.
Find this little girl. My man Mysterious. He made a great video of the house of cards are falling. And I believe in the next few days you're going to see that these people are getting pinched. Now you guys don't know me. You don't know where I came from, and you don't know what I'm all about. But I can tell you the truth. I got a good feeling in my heart. They're about to find that little girl. 216 could be a storage unit. Could be a classroom. Could be a church room. Could be an address.
WTF. $216 could be a classroom, a storage unit. It could be a lot of things. Wait a minute. Wait, I ain't got the worm yet, man. You need to keep that line out there. Remain calm hasn't taken the worm yet. You need to put out a little bit more line for me.
Or none of the above.
Or none of the above.
That is suspicious. You know the kind of people.
Or none of the above. Class, important words there. Or none of the above. Yeah, he does, Karen with a C. I heard he needs a new roof on his trailer. We will get to that here very shortly. radio station in the background.
They come and stay in RV spots that are not for vacationers, that are for permanent living. I live in one. I'm an alright guy, for the most part. But hey, Chango Superstar is up here in the mountains, wanting to find this little girl. And I just want to make y'all a video because I told you that I would when it got above freezing. And it is above freezing.
Listen, Mr. Chingo Chango. You talked about the donkey people a long, long time ago. And now you're acting like, what's up, cotton candy boobs? Now you're acting like that all of a sudden, like many others before you, you're going to be the Summer Wells hero. Right? Chingo Chango? I don't think so, but let's go on. Let's keep going.
And I would like to end this video now, but I'm driving up the mountain, and I cannot do that with two hands. So if everybody will say a prayer.
He's driving up the mountain, and he can't do that with two hands. What are you doing with one of your hands? I don't want to know. Don't answer that, Chingo Chango. I don't want to know what you're doing with one of your hands. I'm just saying.
They find Summer Wells. And I'll tell the story again soon. I'm going to go out and look at the bottom of the trash can, see if I can find a receipt. I'm going to look in the donkey lot and see if I can find any trash. But I know where to find these people if it came down to it.
What an ass! Are you a donkey, sir? Are you like a shapeshifter? And you're a donkey? Hey, Simone. Hey, Colin. Chingo Chango. You go right ahead and you dig all in that donkey poop. See if you can find a receipt. Really, Marie? It could be a hoax. I don't know, girl.
And if it wasn't Summer Wells, was it another girl in the same situation?
If it was another little girl in that situation, or Miss Summer Moon Utah Wells, why are you bringing it out on YouTube, Sir Chingo Chango? Because I think, Sir Chingo Chango, that you're wanting cha-ching, cha-ching. My opinion. Does his name mean anything? Maybe it means big kahuna donkey. Maybe he's head of the donkeys. It's a cult. He's in a cult for donkeys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Or was it just two great people raising a child in an RV? Hard to say. Anyhow, I gotta go get my water back on. Super Chango.
So, what he's saying is, I don't know. Well, Mr. Chingo Chango, I thought law enforcement came and checked it out. Thank you, Exploited. I thought law enforcement came and checked it out. Law enforcement didn't think it was That important. You said, Mr. Chingo Chango, that you had pictures of license plates. What's up, Deb? Right? License plates. You had pictures. Haha, Miss Chronic. Yeah, that's some pretty back roots. I call it back roots. So now he's got to go get his water on. Okay, let me find the next one. Let me find it. Okay, let's see this one. Let's go to this one. Oh, wait, that's not right. Oh, wait, that's not right. Hang on, I gotta find him first. Let me try to find the other one. Hold on momentarily. Welcome to my low budget channel. We very low budget over here. This is one he did 4 hours ago. Lord help us.
But they were left. There's a little bit of trash in the trash can, but it is frozen. And our water is frozen. But we do have creek water. If you want to jump in the creek and take a shower, I guess you could. So y'all get a little bit more idea what's going on here, a little bit more seats. That there was the donkey lot. I'm gonna turn to my left at our crappy little camper that I live in. Yeah, need a new roof, need a house.
Hims need a new roof. Why don't you just ask for a new trailer? Andy B did. Andy B, who is not Flies, okay? Flies is not Andy B. Putting it out there again. I mean, at least Andy was like, I need a new trailer. You're showing a dilapidated little old trailer. You've got your car sitting there, I'm assuming. And you're going in the donkey lot. I want to know, what kind of place has a designated area just for donkeys? Seriously, do you guys see how that sounds? Come and bring your RVs here. Come and stay here. We got a donkey lot. I'll be damned. That's where I want to go. What's up, Roger? Hey, Patty. That's where I want to go. I want to go and stay where they have a donkey lot so I can bring my donkeys. Just listening to this guy tells me a lot of things. What's up, Bootsy? The place he's talking about sounds like a fish camp, and those are sketchy minus donkeys.
But it works. But they sat right there. It was a motorhome that you drive. And I don't think I'm the only one that thinks it's odd that an old couple, one of them pushing 70, and one of them appeared to be about my age, possibly younger. The weird thing is she had the same teeth as Rose Bly.
Let me mute myself. I didn't want to scream, okay, in your ear. Dude, really? How far are you going to take this crap? How many people, I've said this a million times. If you need money from the Summer Wells community, just ask. Just ask people. You don't have to make up stories. You don't have to, oh my gosh. Now, all of a sudden, she got teeth like Rose Bly. SMH. I believe that, Roger. Oh, you found it on Google? So, okay, an RV park in North Carolina with donkeys. Well, $33D. Need money for that. Roger. You got it, Roger.
If you were to take Rose Bly and carbon copy her into her sister Candace and use Rose Bly's teeth, that's what this woman looked like.
Do you guys hear what this guy's saying? Take Candace, give her Rose Bly's teeth, turn them into one person. It's her. Are you kidding? Chingo Chango? WTF? WTF? SMH. Whatever you want to use. Hey, Lisa54. Oh, shape-shifting donkey man. Are you a donkey man, Chango? Chango. Oh my God, hopefully I didn't lose it.
And threw on some glasses.
Throw on glasses.
The man sat out here all day long, and chopped wood. He has since removed the log splitter and his blue enclosed trailer that was probably stolen out of Tennessee. But as you can see,
my Chingo Chango, you are making quite a lot of assumptions there. A lot of assumptions. Donkeys and monkeys and bears. Oh me, oh my.
Old man chopped wood there. Probably a hose and a gas tank that belonged to him. Might have his fingerprints on it, but
I would think, sir, if law enforcement needed fingerprints, I don't think they're going to get it from you saying, oh, there's a hose and maybe a gas can, when there's a hose and a gas can sitting there. Really? So I'm just curious. Maybe they should take your fingerprints, Mr. Chingo Chango. Let them take your fingerprints. See if those aren't on that gas can and that hose. I'm just saying. The Donkey King. Absolutely, Marie. Chingo Chango, you are now The Donkey King. We've given you that name.
Nobody wants to investigate it. I'm probably extremely wrong about the situation. Like I say, there is a surplus of little people in this world that their parents are addicts.
Yes, sir, we know that. That has been on our mind since June 15, 2021. But thank you for coming into the Summer Wells community and giving us a lesson. But Donkey King, you're kind of late. Okay? You're kind of late. I'm just saying. Yeah, we already have a Panda King. You're right, Angela. Lisa 54, you hang over here with us, girl. We will not lead you astray. I promise you, we won't.
And their grandparents have to raise them. However, I did mention this. I looked those people up on Facebook, and they got like a nice house because the lady posted some pictures from Christmas. Why do you have a nice house and you're up here living in a motorhome on a creek on the Tennessee line?
Holy guacamole. Are you kidding me? They have a nice house, but why are you in an RV hanging out at an RV park with donkeys? Why? Why are you doing that? We're going to find you, donkey people. You know, Lord.
And to answer y'all's question, no, I'm not from Tennessee. I'm from North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina to be exact. And some of you guys figured out.
Well, sir, how are you going to look for summer? Are you going to get on your flying donkey and fly to Tennessee? Are you going to go to Eastern Tennessee on your flying monkey or donkey? Probably had to leave because Donkey Congo wouldn't leave their daughter alone. Good deduction, Green Eyes. Green Eyes, you get an A for the day. Okay. What's up, Terry T? The donkey people have a nice house. That's who. What's up, Stephanie?
Who I am, but that's okay. Because I am who I am, and who I ain't, I'll never be.
I buy that. Oh, that was it. I am who I am, and who I ain't, I'll never be. He uses the donkey as an escape route. That is funny. Well, I'm just going to say this, y'all. If you've actually listened to the stuff he's put out, he answers everybody's questions. Okay? You got another cyclone coming, Terry? Oh, I believe you, Wonder Woman. I believe you. That's just like Beach Creek. There's good people in Beach Creek. I'm just saying. Benita wants a flying donkey. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. Me and Fly said the same thing, didn't we, Flies? That this guy sounds a little bit like Timmy Mullins. He does. He sounds a little bit like Mr. Mullins. I'm not saying that it is Mr. Mullins, but I'm saying he sounds a little bit like Mr. Mullins. Right? 5 hours and 34 minutes. Well, Chingo Chango, aka Donkey King. You tried this before. I think that you're just getting a little bit more traction this time, right? You're getting a little bit more traction. Well, sorry. I want to make sure you're comfortable, right? So, a brother or cousin? So, yes, this man has put this stuff out there before. We didn't take the bait the first time. He said that law enforcement came. He said like 5 deep, right? And they did not seem to find anything that would suggest that this was Summer Moon Utah Wells, nor another child who could have been in danger. Now, let me ask you this, Donkey King. If that child was left for 2 hours, oh, thank you, Tattooed Rebel. If that child was left for 2 hours alone and you didn't think to contact the proper authorities to let them know that, why didn't you? Why didn't you? Now it could have been, it might have been. Let me look in the donkey field. Who goes out and trudges around where a bunch of donkeys are that are crapping all over the place? That little squeaky toy you had, it looked awful clean to me. Looked awful clean to me. In the little Ziploc bag you had it in. I'm just saying. So, what I would like for you to do, Chingo Chango Donkey King, go down to the sheriff's department in your town and tell them that you would like to just willingly give your DNA. Okay? Give your DNA. Then, after you do that, you let Remain Calm know. Also, take the hose and the gas can, right? Take it to the police department. What's up, Rapunzel? Hey, Stephanie Qualm. Take it to the police department. Who told the guy her name, Lillian? Who told the guy her name? I don't know what you're asking, Green Eyes. You've lost me. Oh, no. That's what he was doing in the car when he was driving up the mountain, and he said he couldn't do it with 2 hands. Was you gonna give him a specimen then? Was you working on getting your DNA for him? I don't know. I'm just asking. Oh, he said the girl's name was Lillian? Girl, this is the thing. Oh, that's cool. So, the girl supposedly told her, really? So he talked to the girl? That even disturbs me more, Mr. Donkey King. That the little girl would talk to you being there. She was by herself for 2 hours. Wow. This is getting creepy. This is getting creepy. I would just like to say, Mr. Donkey King, I think you're full of donkey poo-poo. I do. I think you need a new roof for your camper, trailer, RV. You would have been better off just sliding in to a creator's chat and saying, I'm broke, it's cold out, and I need a roof for my RV. How do you put a roof on an RV without getting a new camper? That's weird, right? Remain calm, ask too many questions. Yeah, she wrote him letters and left stuffed animals for you. And a little squeaky bat toy. How do you put a roof on a freaking camper RV? Well, Donkey King, you email Remain Calm. I will buy you all the tarps you want. Seriously. I will dig deep in my pockets and I will get you some really good tarps. I'll even get you a freaking old tire to throw on top so it don't. Hey, I'll give you two old tires. Okay, I'll give you 2 old tires. Right? Throw on that roof. You'll be good to go. You will be good to go, mister. Thank you, Flies, for dropping my email. Oh, tar it. Well, that's easy to do, Tattooed Rebel. I'll buy him the old tires. I'll buy him a burn barrel. He can just burn them. Make his own tire for that roof. Let me tell you something, Donkey King. I'm a really cool person, I think, anyway. Okay? I'm kind of cool, I think. Sometimes a little bitchy. But I did say, hey, S, you think he's lonely? That's right, Donkey Lots. Contact us for a price and availability for 2024. Yep, and a mop too. I have seen it done before. When I lived in Georgia, I am a person who has been to many states. When I lived in Georgia, okay, I lived in a trailer park. A lot of military does that, you know, live in trailer parks. Yeah, we do. It was a thing. I mean, just being off base, out of the barracks, having your own trailer. Oh, Lord, we were all in heaven. But anywho, that's what they did. They tarred the roofs. They sure did. So, anywho, oh, you used to work for a roofing company? Nice. But what you could have done, sir, and one of the reasons, I'm not going to say that the incident didn't happen where you seen a child with 2 adults. Yes, Tattooed Rebel. Not any longer. But yes, I am a vet. I just am not the type of person that talks about being a vet, but I am a vet. Anywho, do flies grin? Do flies smile? I don't know. That's fantastic, Mohawk Mom. Thank you, Tattooed Rebel. I appreciate that. And also, if you are, then thank you also. Thank you to all vets. Anus, where you been? Flies, there's Anus. There's Anus. Anus, where you been? We ain't seen you for a while. Oh, the day auxiliary in Virginia. I did my AIT in Virginia. I did. I did my schooling in Virginia. Oh, Fly says, I do, but I'm a special glitter throwing fly. That's great, Anus. I'm glad that you touched the grass. I did too, y'all. So, my granddaughter decides for her birthday she wants to go to a place called Sky Zone, one of them bouncy places. And my experience wasn't that good because I kind of landed in the pit that has the big squares, you know. I landed in that pit and I couldn't get out. The more I tried to get out of that foam pit, the more it sucked me in. I thought I was unaliving. I was like, get me out. I was worse than a kid. Those kids were like, look at that old lady stuck in there. I was like, get me out. I'm scared. They had to pull me out. I was like, dang. So I didn't do that again. And then you get to bouncing, and of course you go higher, higher, higher. And I was like, how you stop? How do you stop bouncing? It was like I kept bouncing, and even when I didn't want to bounce, it was like, bitch, you gonna keep bouncing. I was like, help. I couldn't get out, Terry. I swear. I think some of them kids thought I was another kid. They were like, hey, you're little like us. So I'm going to just run by you, get as close to you as I can, and let you feel that breeze as we're running by you as fast as we can. And I'm like, Lord, I talked to God a lot yesterday. But we had a lot of fun. Hot Topic would have been a better choice. We offer walking trails, scenic views, amenities, and supplies. Oh, donkey lots. I want to come there. Oh, your ex-husband did? Well, let me tell you, my ex-husband, my older daughter's daddy, he did some roofing like that, but it wasn't for money to help support his family. It was to buy his dope. He was a dope head. There, I said it. Not Todd. Okay. Please don't get Todd mixed up with the idiot. I got married right out of high school, and I wish I wouldn't have done it, but I did. We live and we learn. Okay. So, anywho, all right. What do we need to talk about now? Jody Sue, what is wrong with you? Somebody would say that bear crapped in the woods. And you know what you would say? Well, that bear, I watched him for a week because I was hypervigilant. I watched him for a week. And I thought something was up. And I watched him. But when he took a crap in those woods, he took a different route than what he was used to taking. He went a different way. I knew something was up. I knew it. And when that bear crapped in them woods, Lord, it stunk so bad. Jody, get over yourself. Yeah, don't wear perfume. That was me, Lip Lock. I filed a police report on you. I did it. I was like, there's this old lady on YouTube. Yeah, she's pretty feisty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a feisty one. Yeah, I want to file a police report for just cause. I want a just cause police report. That's what I want. Do I know her name? No. But if you just put Lip Lock, just go around town, have your officers drive around town, and when you see an old lady in a Mustang, you say, "Are you Lip Lock?" And if it's her, arrest her. Put her in a cell with the men. Make sure they're all good looking. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. 800 caves alongside flowing creeks and hilltops. Lord help us. Let me tell you guys something. If this stuff was going on at the beginning of Summer's case, I think that maybe we probably would have fell for it a little bit more than we all now are now. No, I didn't watch the whole. She was on. I know her as Brooks. Crime, Lines, and Lies. I want to say that correctly. Okay, and she was up there. Well, then she would start talking about the dogs. What's up, Dina Lynn? She starts talking about the dogs, right? The dogs wasn't acting right. They wasn't taking the same routes and stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So now, Miss Hypervigilant person, you're going to tell me that you watched the dogs and where they went and how they acted? And she's like, oh, somebody could have fed them. Them dogs were hungry. We kind of deduced that a long time ago, Jody. Okay? We kind of knew that a long time ago. I remember Remain Calm said, and I know nobody listens to me, but Remain Calm said, one form of trigger warning trafficking is that they become friends with animals and things like that. Jody Sue was triggered when I said Damian Bernard was a creeper on the Wells property. He was. Candace said he could have just walked up the driveway. Why would he have to be in the woods? Why are any of them in the freaking woods? Maybe it's called the mountains. I mean, look at H. They get to the watering hole. Where's he go? In the woods. What's up with these people going in the woods? Inquiring minds want to know. I will say just very quickly, and then I will not mention this person again. Prayers for Allie and her family. Okay. May she rest in peace. What's up, Wendy H? Loves to lurk. Oh, was she angry at Trevor? She's angry at everybody. This is what I think about that, Green Eyes, since you brought it up. Andy's mother's property was right beside the property that Jackie Dobbs purchased. So if my ass purchased the property, I would kind of be checking out the property beside me too. Not necessarily, getting all up peeper type of shit like, Jody does. Well, I was going to show that, but I didn't know if Brooks would copyright strike me. So I didn't know if she would if I showed it, but I was going to show it, but I could probably pull it up on my phone. Let me do that because I got a lot to say about that. Found it. I found it. I'm gonna play it on my phone. Okay, Damaris. You're good, man. You are good in this hood. I have not found proof she passed on. Well, this is what I'm gonna say, Lisa Kleckner. Polly basically brought Jackie into the picture with her post throwing him under the bus. Yeah. I think Jackie Dobbs kind of got played there. Okay, Damaris. This is the thing, okay? Thank you, Donkey Lots. This is what I'm gonna say, you guys. At this point in time, is it really important that we have receipts if the woman has passed on or not? I mean, really. No, Green Eyes won't come on panel. Green Eyes has never been on a panel, I don't think. I don't think Green Eyes ever been on a panel. But I do like watching his shorts or her shorts. Oh, you did lip lock? Yeah, if she would let me, because I was just gonna play it on my phone, but it's a lot easier if I don't have to sit here and hold my phone. For sure. But this is what I'm gonna say about Donkey King. If you guys really probably because the only reason that AI generated, I don't know, Green Eyes. I'm just gonna say I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is what's sad about the Allie situation, okay? This is what I'm gonna say. When Allie came on YouTube to start with, it was a monetary gain for her. And also for her children. Okay? Now, like I've said before, some of these people in the hey funny face, some of these people in the Summer Wells case that came on social media that gained monetarily from it as they went from creator to creator. A lot of the story was embellished. Okay. Now, I do know that in my list of lives, I have the interview with Unmask with Allison. And let me tell you, I loved watching them. I don't know why they kind of separated. I don't get into that, but I really, really loved watching them girls. So it's in my list somewhere. But as they went from creator to creator, it was embellished. A lot of the stories were embellished, right? So I'll tell you what I do. Give me 1 minute. You guys be nice to each other. Give me 1 minute. Let me gather my books up and we'll just listen to it. I don't necessarily have to play it, but we'll definitely listen to it. So give me just a minute. Okay, I grabbed the box that yeah, Angela, I don't either. In Tim's basement? Yep, jump on the beds. Get off the beds, kids. I'm back. You better hide. Hey, Kelly K. Kelly K. All right, this is Jody Sue on Crime, Lines, and Lies. So let me get it. Let me get it set up here so my microphone doesn't fall over, but I want to make sure y'all can hear it.
From quite a bit of things.
Well, she's been caught at a local convenience store many times playing.
Oh, it looks like an arcade.
It's this.
Is your $2 start? Hold that skill stop button. We're gonna do $1 on this side and $1 on this side.
Yes, Candace was playing games at the store. Okay, it's fine, Lip Lock. Thank you, though. Playing those games at the store. But what did everybody expect, right? What did everybody expect? Well, welcome, Kelly. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, coin pusher. When numerous people have told me that they were trying to either sell some of the gift cards that they got in the beginning, or hey, Scott, or they give them away. So from my understanding, they had a crap load of gift cards that they were just trying to get rid of, I guess.
Let's see if we make back more than $2. Oh, come on, good push. Oh, that was, wait, second wave.
Okay. I don't really
All right,
care
let's see
about
what we
that.
got back. $1.25. Okay.
Always kind of somebody else being the ones that are setting up events or tents or paying for all the things that they do show up at anyway.
Well, and it says
That's
right here,
true.
why a new church instead of the original congregation your family was a part of? I find that quite interesting that they aren't seeing this through, for summer. And here comes Cant with decent English. She says, I understand, but I didn't pick the place. So again, it's Candace doing something that has nothing to do with her planning. I mean, like this. She showed up in a hoodie, greaseback hair, and pajama pants to stand in front of the tree again in Kingsport as they're taking it down.
And let me say this. And I don't think this person will be upset that I say this. Before she went to the purple tent in, I believe it was, Baileyton, her ass was told she best take a shower and make sure her ass is cleaned up. Okay? Yeah, she won't be using the claw machine at Walmart. Jody acted like she knew Don saw a guy on his camera from work. Jody said Don should have been rushing home to beat his ass or call 911. I would say that that's probably just her opinion, right? Because she sure has given her opinion on a lot of things. But I don't think that she is the mayor of Beach Creek anymore. I think they were like, girl, you gots to go.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's like the purple tent that Toaster and Ann and all them did across from the campground Baileyton days and all that. I mean, it's everybody else that, and then they show up and
Thank you, Lip Lock.
it's like the freaking shirt with Estrada, man. That was a perfect moment to have Summer Space on that shirt.
I have to agree with her there. She should have had a picture of Summer, a shirt on. But I will say this. Okay? I will say this. Someone in the Summer Wells community even contacted, from what I heard, so I'll say allegedly, contacted Eric Estrada's people, from my understanding. And I'm like, why would you do that? He's a celebrity. He takes pictures with fans. He didn't even know who Don and Candace Wells were. He was just taking a picture. And I'm jealous because I would have wanted a picture with him. He's still fine. He's fine looking for his age. Age saying he's just a time stamp, maybe when his phone being kept, put them somewhere not mentioned. Well, remember, Green Eyes, that they're saying, if you go back and listen to Allison's interview with Unmask, she says that there's a 2-hour time difference in the timeline that they kept talking about that they could not discuss. That's exactly what she said. It's there. Please go watch it. The title is actually correct on that. Okay. So please, you can go check that out.
and to get her across the world, if it was going to be used as a photo op. Instead, it was a, look, I'm standing with Estrada, and here's a shirt that doesn't show a missing daughter at all.
Mm-hmm. No, I got you.
But they're changing on, and everybody does things in different ways.
Green Eyes,
Well,
I
and
will
we all know
talk
that
about
this isn't the
that
outfit she
before
would
I get
wear
off here
to
today.
play coin pusher. I mean, she's
Because
got
I
a
have my
specific
opinions
uniform
about
for that.
that
I mean, she's got to
situation.
wear worn out Crocs, flip flops, athletic socks, Don's basketball shorts, not like he plays basketball, no bra, and a t-shirt. Do you ever play coin pusher?
I don't. You know, I've heard people talking about something.
Let me get rid of that.
Pusher about it every day, I guess, to try to be helpful. But I mean, the thing is that those are kind of the reason they're not giving updates. Plus, when you have a bunch of folks that, like you just saying, that weave every time new information's given, well, that's not real helpful.
Oh, that's the one thing law enforcement can do is tell.
Let me ask you this. Since June 15, 2021, Jody Sue Brown, what information have you given that's been helpful? What information have you given to social media that's been helpful? It's just a question. Y'all know I always ask a lot of questions. I've never seen Dawn wear a t-shirt with Summer's picture on it. And to be honest with you guys, I really don't watch Candace at all. I don't watch Dawn at all. So I don't know if Candace has even wore a t-shirt with Summer's name on it. Right? Well, I want to cut her down. She won't give me a chance. She's blocked me from her life. She blocked me from her life a long time ago. I'm mad, Jody. Why don't you ever want to play with me? I don't know. It's really hurting my feelings.
Of what they're working on. I mean, I think that would just be so stupid. I mean, why on earth would you show your hand to people that are trying to get away from their dirty deeds, whoever it might be? That is dumb.
And it's like people scream at me all the time, right? You're talking in code. You're doing this. You're not giving us everything, Jody Sue, that you know, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, try to be smart. Not everybody's entitled to everything. And there's something.
Well, Green Eyes, she reported Andy for her own reasons. She reported Andy because of her situation with Andy. I don't believe it had anything to do with Summer. Oh, you too, Lisa. Poor thing.
That I know do not need to be out and don't need to be said in public. And
now, y'all, let me tell you. This is the shit she's played from the beginning. Okay? Nobody wants that stale worm anymore, Jody. Even the newer people don't want the stale worm. If you're going to give us worms, make sure they're fresh and squiggling around. I'm just saying. I will, Green Eyes. You better believe I'm listening. I don't know, Frankie baby.
You know, and that's in order to hopefully protect the case and Summer. And, you know, I say what I
feel like.
What do you mean protect the case in summer? Jody, maybe I shouldn't have turned this on because I don't like some of the things you're saying. You at first said Dawn and Candace are innocent, maybe not verbatim. And then you kept adding what rock gut parents they were. And if anybody, in my opinion, could have maybe gave that little girl some sort of protection, you were sitting right across the street. You now want to tell everybody their dirty laundry, which H said they really didn't have dirty laundry because they had a washer and dryer. What do you think about that? I can talk about that, Mohawk Mom. That's right, Terry T. I got my ruler. You better run. You better run, girl.
I can at certain times. It's like some in chat are like, well, at first you were like, I don't think the parents did as well. You know, when you start putting
where
pieces
you been?
together and you think, well, okay, maybe what I was seeing live and in real time.
Let me say this, okay? If you're going to talk about an individual staying close to the case, right? Hey, Saul, I've said this before. When not every case, if you go back and research trigger warning trafficking, you know, even with adults, even with other crimes, just someone unaliving someone, there are many instances where the perpetrator will get close with the individuals who are sometimes related, like someone can do something to a child and this person may get close to the parents. That way they know what law enforcement is saying. They can kind of control the narrative to, you know, oh, well, it wasn't me. When I think about that, I don't necessarily think about Jody. I think more about Tim Mullins. Okay? But that's just the way I think. Y'all know I think weird. Okay? Y'all know I think weird.
On June 15th is not what I initially thought it was, and then hear all these things, and you start putting all the things together throughout all the years, or you do this and the other, or it's like, for me, there's a lot of people that could be guilty or sus, you know, and I don't put everybody's names out there. I don't come here slinging everything and everyone either, and there are many reasons I came online, and remain so. And
Right.
gee, I'm not on anything. I have cancer and a speech disability.
Let's be kind to who's on.
I have to say that is true. And one thing I have always done as far as JSB is to say that, yes, she has the big C word. And when it's like thyroid, if you have thyroid cancer, what happens is they are giving you all kinds of medications, you know, your hormones are out of whack. And so, yes, especially when she first came out, you could tell that she had some deficiencies, I'll say. But when you do 12-hour lives every day, you know, it's kind of like speech therapy for her, you know, seriously. She uses code words for her grift. Well, she's
Panel,
good at it.
please, if you have a question, please make a question and I'll ask her. We have one right now. Who is Bill Shipley? Now, is this the same Bill that we heard about
I'm not,
6 years
I'm
ago?
not, look, there's some extreme things going on around that, and there's extreme danger. And it's because of Ziggy and what she's doing. She's going to cost people their lives, and that's where I'm at with it.
The only thing I'm going to say about that is there's a time when you are saying things about someone, especially somebody who's in jail, okay? I don't understand why. I don't understand why certain individuals want to put themselves in a situation where they are befriending people from the area, coming on social media and basically bashing people from the area. I don't care how many times you talk to someone that you met on social media, that doesn't make you a professor of Beach Creek. Does that make sense? May, I know that's a serious thing to say. I do. But he says it was a dream. But no, I don't know if I would put myself in a situation like that, only because it's not that I know the area, but I have kin that came from a holler in Kentucky, and when you piss them off, this is what I say: go watch Next of Kin with Patrick Swayze. Watch Next of Kin with Patrick Swayze. Okay. Yes, B, doctor needs striking off. He told her to carry on smoking. Well, you know what? Maybe he didn't want to hear her bitch, May. Maybe he was like, you need to keep smoking because you're getting on my effing nerves. All right?
Very, very serious things have happened in the past 24 hours, and I will not talk about Bill.
Okay, is he the same Blue Roof Bill that Candace spoke about?
Blue Roof Bill.
No,
that was Dawn,
that's not
wasn't
even
it?
a Bill.
That was
Blue Roof has
Dawn, wasn't
nothing
it?
to do with Bill. That's not even a Bill.
I just asked if it's the same person.
No, it's not even.
Am I wrong?
One's
That
a
was
Bill
Blue
and
Roof
one's
Dawn,
got an
right?
entirely different absolute name, not even closely resembling a Bill.
Oh, okay. All right. Trev said that's Blue Roof Dawn. I'm sorry, because I
Thank
did
you,
hear
Trev.
Blue Roof Bill one time.
Hey, the
Well,
other
by the way,
Sharon.
that family wants to be left alone. They've asked many times. They've asked for names not to be mentioned, but yet people keep doing it.
Why's that, Jody?
I am not worked up, Slim.
Slim. She ain't worked up.
Don't worry about the chat. If there's something that needs to be addressed, I'll address it. Just like on your channel, you have to, look at the chat and decide,
Roger.
how you as a host are going to do the show. We have a question from Cray. How were the Wells as neighbors?
Oh.
I didn't like them.
I didn't like them, but when when Dawn would whack on Candace, bam, 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 and Andy would whack on me, bam, 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 we were tight enough that we would take pictures of each other, right? We're not close enough. I didn't like them. But if I need, right? If I need some toilet paper, I'd go get it from Candace, right?
Most did not.
Put another log
But
on
your neighbors are neighbors,
fire.
man.
Whatever, Jody.
Yeah,
We've
you
already
can't pick your family and you can't pick your neighbors. All you
we've
can
already
do is
heard what
move.
you think.
Yeah, I tried to do that. I didn't want to be on this property if I proclaimed that I was all left or whatnot. That was worthless anyway, but didn't want to be there.
You didn't want to be there, but they had to tell you bye-bye, didn't they? If I remember right, Big Daddy Shurfy said, we were glad when she left. I heard him say that from his own mouth. Okay, I did. I heard him say that. I ain't fibbing.
Monster wanted to be there. I wanted to be at another property, not that one, and hated it there.
You wanted to be on 110 Ben Hill Road, right? That's the property you wanted to be on. You just didn't want the wells there when you were on that property, right? I don't know. I'm just asking. You guys know I ask a lot of questions.
Let me ask you this. You know, Dawn said that the dogs were gone that day.
This is interesting.
Did you hear any dogs that day? Because every interview...
Beginning, and Dawn took that from me. Roger, tell me, how would Dawn know whether the dogs were there that day unless she was there?
Oh.
Okay, well, let's look at this. He has given up many clues. He has given many clues that he was home that day. I was going to go through some things that Allie said, but listen to this. This is from LTL, guys. Sub up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take anything Dawn says online seriously, considering I knew live in Ben Hill that their intent was to screw with you all and play games with you.
Oh, he's not playing games with me. I can tell you that.
Okay. Oh, okay. She must be listening to, hey, Sweet D. She must be listening to somebody else, right? Because she said LTL. Who's LTL? Credit to LTL. Credit to Voices Behind the Wall.
Right now, I'm going to get him on the show. I've talked to him on the phone several times. He starts out wanting to be friendly, wanting to be funny.
He's wants
talked
friends.
In our Discord before. He's not a member of Discord. But people have heard him on like a general voice chat, and he's talked to people. But then when he is asked certain questions, he erupts.
The dog there. So there's that.
Now, when you
other people and went with it.
How does LDL sound like Deception Detective?
And I firmly believe for even weeks after Summer vanished, they were trying to find her. And they were possibly going to where she was or initially was. And I still think
they were looking for her, and I think they went to where she was or where they thought she was. Make that make freaking sense.
Something like that was very possible from the behaviors I've seen from them. And her brothers thought the same.
Really?
Okay. Were the dogs there or not? Because I think we might have that connection.
I'm going to say this, and I will say, in my opinion, I don't think you knew what those boys thought that day, Jody, in my opinion. I really don't. But remember that they used to sneak into your cabin and steal your food. Right? They used to just come right on in there. Right? But then you hated hearing the song Godzilla over and over and over, right? Maybe they were playing that for you, Jody. Oh no. They said he's got to go Godzilla. Maybe they were playing that for you over and over. I'm just saying, y'all.
Well, no, the dogs were not there.
How do you know?
Who the hell hauled off all those dogs?
They didn't haul them off. They don't have to. It's the same thing like we had happening with Peep and Tom over all the years. They just seemingly vanish at the most wild and convenient of times.
Hey,
I
Candler.
found it very strange.
Thank you, Miss Justice.
Immediately, it was like, wait, why are the dogs gone? Just like when the Peep and Tom appears throughout all the years and all the weekends. Wait a minute. Hold up. You know? And it immediately was.
Now, Andy mentioned 3 guys that could have been the people, right? And I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know where. Don was one. I think the Benton guy was the other, right? There was like 3. Oh, Fred Hill was one. Right? Well, no, you're right. I don't think a mama dog would, well, Jody's not going to come and talk to me because I'm just a measly YouTube channel. I mean, I just freaking after all this time monetized, and I always said that I don't like dropping cash apps or anything like that. And so I'm poor. I can't afford her. Right? She says she knows about the dogs. She says. She don't know about, I mean, come on. Seriously.
It was like, this isn't, something's wrong here, you know? And not all of them ever came back. And, of course, you know, the disruption caused them not to all come back. And at once, it took them time for a few of them to come back. But not all ever came back. But her favorite puppies, including Yucky, were going to certain areas and locations, even weeks after.
Are you freaking serious, Jody? Are you serious? So, what you're trying to make us believe is that you and your hypervigilant behavior watch those dogs like that? If those dogs were at 110 and you were at 125, how would you know what dogs were up on the hill or not? How would you know that? Dog attendance record keeper. Oh, we got a new name. Jody, we just gave you another certificate. Dog attendance record keeper.
after she vanished in the weirdest ways. And
try
like,
the dog ran
like,
off.
I mean, you're thinking of like you have to load dogs in a car and take them somewhere. It's not really how it works when you've got like a 20 plus pile of dogs that are starving, half beaten. Now, is it? All you really got to do is call them somewhere else with food, do whatever. And then eventually they'll wander around, do whatever, come back, don't come back. We've seen signs of them being lured away with the peeping Tom thing before they come back injured and all kinds of things.
We seen the dogs get lured away with the peeping Tom thing. For somebody who was ill, not saying she's not ill, that couldn't even, she could walk down her driveway, but had a hard time getting back up her driveway, right? Who thought Don was a peeper looking in her windows, but didn't have a problem getting in a vehicle with him and letting him drive wherever she wanted to go. Don't make a whole lot of sense to me there, Jody.
Throughout the years.
Okay.
So,
all right, hang on. We have Trev backstage. Hey, Trev. Good morning. Happy Monday. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Jody came into chat and she said she had a question, and the question was, why are there so many weird people around the case? And I think that we
question. My
Really?
question was actually going to be,
Hey,
if
Auntie
you
Em.
knew for a fact
Hey, Dina Lynn.
that there's an entirely different story than planting flowers and a knee brace. And Summer was supposed to be right beside her somebody when she vanished. What would it change for you?
What?
Well,
but we got kind of sidetracked, I guess. Probably because of the,
no, we do that all the time around here. For me, it would change nothing, because when I was first told about the disappearance of Summer Wells, that was on June 16th of 2021. So I started going through articles, and Candace, and it is her account. I know people say, oh, people spoof accounts all the time. It was her. She was arguing with people in the chat. Well, I say the chat, in the comments. And she was saying at first, she said she was pouring cereal for Summer. And she had her back turned, and Summer went out the door. Then she was doing dishes. And then when Dawn spoke to Jeff Bobo, it was planting flowers. And then Candace spoke to WJHL 12 or 13 days,
13.
Trev, correct me, after Summer's disappearance on the 15th. And she said that her and her mother were planting flowers. And then she took Summer by the hand. All three boys were in front of the TV and said, watch Summer. And then she came back in 2 minutes later. Now, I don't know about you as a mother, but I know if I'm outside doing something and my child wants to go inside, well, when my children were little, I would just say, okay, go on inside.
Me too.
I wouldn't walk in and immediately say, where is my child? I would assume the room playing, they're using the bathroom, they're getting a snack, something. I would never just walk in and say, where is this one child?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And notice there are many versions where she told the boys, but then she changes it and slips around and says the boy and one in particular. So it's very odd. I don't think it's, I don't know. I just stick with controlled foul play of some variety.
Well, I mean, I know you said that you saw a red flash, and a lot of people wonder if that was Dawn coming home in the Subaru. Now, again, this is from LTL. Listen to this.
About what time was that?
Like how far in between calls, between you and her having that call when she's picking up prescriptions to she's calling you saying Summer's missing? Do you know how long?
Yeah, I honestly can't say, but I remember. The only thing that I can remember, it was thinking, well, I might as well just work late because they're busy doing other things, and there's no point in me going home because I don't want to go home and sit there by myself. So I figured I'd just work late that day. And that's, yeah.
Okay. And why did Dawn call?
My opinion on that, Don knew. Look, Don Wells would have had to have known if them boys were home or not. Okay? From the get-go. He says he left home, right? You got to remember on this timeline, right? Because he says when he left for work or whatever, Candace allegedly had grandma at the hospital by 8 o'clock. If you look at the timeline Dawn gives, and I have it in my notes, but if I pull my notes up, it's gonna. I should have set my laptop up. I apologize. Next time I will. Next time I'll even set my laptop up and pull my notes up. Dawn would have had to have known if Candace took those boys with her or not. But you have to remember, allegedly, because I don't know if, if H was telling the truth or not, that he says when Dawn called Candace, it was shh, be quiet, right? Which I never could understand. Why Candace would tell them all to be quiet. I can never understand that. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Anna. Right? He said Summer was still in bed, but you have to remember that it takes about, hey, AC, sorry, I didn't say hi, honey. Hey, AC. You have to remember that, I forgot what I was going to say, but y'all know me. I'm a low budget channel. It will come to me in a moment. I don't know anything about that, Candace. I don't know anything about that, and I don't think that has anything to do with Summer, and I don't know if that's a fact because I wasn't there, so please put IMO in my opinion, okay? Because I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know anything about that, so.
I have no idea. He just called. I don't even know if he was working at the time.
Okay.
But if he was working, he obviously wouldn't know that there was some dude looking at the little kid.
There's
Who was the dude looking at the little kids? And you know that your ex Andy has been brought into this.
Not to be mean, y'all, but I know that, you know, we are all animal lovers and stuff. But I cannot sit here and, you know, call her a animal abuser or anything like that. I was not there, and I mean, of course we care about animals and stuff. I heard a lot of different things about her and animals, but they did have
Now, are you
access to a
asking
phone,
me
Mohawk Mom.
about Hunter and all the Andys?
I only know of one Andy. You have to educate me.
Yeah, well, there are multiples, including one that lived on a shed, well, down at the bottom one for quite a while. There are quite a few of them. I don't know what Hunter was doing in that interview, and right now, him and Allie are going through things. Obviously, the family around Allie. I kind of want to be sensitive about that, but I firmly believe a lot of things in the Chris interview there are BS. Never could figure out why he wouldn't have actually said Fred instead. I have thoughts about all of it.
Hey, Luna.
All things are a little strange, but
No crap,
Andy
Jody.
was not home. Obviously, I've shown proof of that. And so, and then, I mean, just common sense and logic
Thank you,
tells you if
Terry.
there's really somebody up on the property, because he said a bunch of names for somebody touching little children too, right? Wasn't that it?
It was beeped out, and later it came out it was Andy.
But the thing is it was a bunch of names he listed. He couldn't remember the guy's name. It was this, that, and the other.
I don't know,
Billy,
Sapphire.
whatever.
Allegedly
in the
today.
original interview, it was beeped out, and then it was when it was unedited, it was Andy. We don't know what Andy it is.
I think the one was the dealer. He named Andy as the dealer specifically, but couldn't figure out it either. But either way, he named a bunch of names in the interview. And either way, the thing is that
Wait,
obviously Andy wasn't home.
he didn't name a bunch of guys in the interview if she's talking about age. The only two individuals that I heard him mention in the CM interview was Andy, who was the weed man, and they talked about Billy. They didn't know his last name, but Allie said an old man who drinks a lot, whose wife throws him out. He goes and stays in the shed and tries to get down grandma's pants.
But also just common sense and logic tells you, doesn't it seem a little weird, the phone call itself, they supposedly heard all this on, right? Now, do you think Candace would own if they thought somebody was like up there touching all the little children, which I don't know why they'd say all the little children since it was only theirs that were supposed to be there. Wouldn't you have called the police? Like, if your husband called you and said, hey, there's a guy up there chasing around and touching little children, do you think your husband would be even on the phone
I
with
don't
you,
think
or
so,
would he be
Elusive
headed there
Truth.
immediately to, like, beat somebody's, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're
or
right.
both of you be on the phone to 911 going, oh my God, there's somebody up there touching little children on our property.
He said, this is what he said, something like Andy, Andrew. Yeah. So he might have spit out 3 different names that were basically Andy.
and we've left 4 young children at home. Yeah, you don't, I mean, the call itself is strange. I think there was possibly.
Now, hang on. What 4 young children? Because from what I'm understanding, the 3 boys were left behind.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in general, you've got 4 kids that live there. And that day, I know the boys were left behind. Summer was them. But I'm saying in general, you get a call. You have 4 children that live at a residence, right? And you think people are up there touching your children. You've left
the other
there,
Sharon,
or
I
that
don't.
live
I
there,
don't.
and what? You're not going to call 911? Come on. So that call couldn't have been anything like described. Even Dawn, like, you know, like.
Have you thought that maybe Candace orchestrated that call? Because Hunter didn't hear it. It's what Candace said to him.
Well, he also said at a certain point in some of the things that he could overhear it because, you know, she had told him to be quiet because it was Dawn on the phone calling, and he could hear just because of the space. But either way, I think it's possible it was orchestrated. I think it was also possible they were just having a conversation about dogs.
Okay, we have a question. The Rogersville Review, July 23rd,
I don't think so.
2021, Candace said the dogs were home.
They've said a lot of things about the dogs when and where it's suited. Just like the screen when and where it's suited. Just like everything else when and where it's suited.
Okay, we have another question from the
Kind
chat.
of like you, Jody, right?
Dolores wants to know why you said Andy was selling sedatives to be used on the kids at 110.
All right. I know that that's been a continual thing for eons now. I clarified in that live if people would ever go back and watch it instead of clips, and spun narratives with it that, you know, the rest have put out on purpose. All right. For starters, I was never like, oh, people are selling sedatives to actually sedate the children, and people are doing it.
What the fuck? I heard what you said, Jody. You accused Andy of selling substances to Ben Hill to sedate children to be touched. I doubt it, Eli. Dawn called Candace to talk dogs. Well, you got to remember, Teresa, that her dog was the daddy to some of the pups on 110, right? Jody and Andy run the dog ring. Dawn runs each. Oh my God. Let me remove that. Lord have mercy, green eyes. Green eyes.
Things to them. What I said was that, you know, Monster was selling green over there. It was going to the kids, right? And look, it's green. I was pretty pissed and triggered that night, but it was still green. That was the only thing I knew of. And it still, for a little one, when they're smoking, has a sedative effect, right? Yes, indeed it does, because it does for you adults out
now, Jody. Now you want to add to it?
Anyway, and I have my suspicions that he was selling other things over there. What those are, can't really say. I'm sure Ellie,
wouldn't surprise me, Lip Lock. She's so hyper vigilant.
At that time, you know, it came out that it was green. And at that time, there were also some really strange things happening over there. And there were an abundance of weird things around young girls coming and going. And I was worried that, you're in the middle of all this chaos, and you're like, okay, here is this guy found out that has touched siblings and everybody else throughout all the years. At the age of 5 too, here are all these little girls, blah, 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 blah. What if they're using even something as simple as green or whatever else over there, and it's being used to sedate, to have sedative effects on children? So it is a worry, because even weed can do that.
You
It
wasn't worried about it the whole freaking time.
Monster,
now you're worried about
is
it.
also a pillhead. I assumed that there was probably shit like that going on back and forth, but had no proof of that. And so, but he wouldn't have sold for that to be done on purpose. Do you get what I'm saying? If he was, the green was being given to the kids or whatever, right? And that's the thing.
She on that bicycle, and she's a backpedaling. You better watch it, Jody. You better be watching behind you. You're going to run into that wall, because you backpedaling quick. Yeah, I mean, come on. And then she wonders why people don't believe her. Because you're full of it. You, my dear, are full of crap. Sounds like she had a question, just like everyone else once certain things came out after Summer's disappearance.
I know after the fact that he was selling directly to the children. Fact.
Wow.
Now, hold
Has she
on.
ever said that before?
Then why is he not in jail?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'll tell you.
I mean, have you reported all this to law?
Let me tell you why he's not in jail. Because law enforcement doesn't believe you, ma'am. You, my dear, have had a hard-on for Mr. Bernard from the beginning. I am not saying, my dear, that there wasn't any type of DV. But holy moly, she was on the hill getting an amount of money from the substance that allegedly was so. She said nothing, gets run off, and then tells. Yeah, that's like having friends. You know when you have friends, or when you're like in a friend group, and then you move away, and the rest of the friends get together and talk bad about you. Y'all know. Okay. I think a lot of us, Elusive, don't believe a lot of what she's saying. And the parts where she's might be telling the truth, I think she's stretching it out quite a bit. All right, I've been on here 2 hours, y'all. We'll do a little bit more. I don't want y'all to get tired of me, okay?
Law enforcement?
It's the FBI and TV are well aware.
When it happened, did you report it back then, prior to June 15th?
Yeah. I mean, the first messages I showed the feds, Trev, were of Andy and his weed shit. Yes. The feds are well aware, Trev.
That's after June 15th.
Wow, Trev.
Trev.
First off, I'm not sure why you're so angry all of a sudden. I'm just asking a simple
I'm not
question.
angry, Trev. I'm trying to make them heard.
Did you call law enforcement when all these concerns were present? Not after June 15th, when this became a public spectacle. When you were concerned that there were things being sold to sedate children, or as you say, things being
I
sold to
reported
children,
everything
did
to
you
these
call the
people.
police?
I don't know. Look, I seen your. I'm not. I called you a couple weeks ago to help me this summer. You know what you told me? Reported it to TBI. But they already knew I was trying to prove something to help her, and you told me no. But now you're up here going to act like you're going to question me about something.
So she just said she called Trav a couple weeks ago to help her with something. Oh, thank you. Thanks everybody who's watching and coming into chat. I appreciate you guys. So now all of a sudden you're going to call Trav to inquire about something that possibly could help. Whatever, Jody. I mean,
But here's the thing, Trev. You don't know what any of us reported over the years. And trust me, I reported all of it. From Candace
Hey,
and talking
Teresa.
about little ones being sold for meth and everything else, all up to present day. You all have no clue what was reported or done between any of us ever.
Okay, well, since you're bringing up whatever you had said something about, then I'll correct the record there. You asked me to go somewhere on a road near where all this near a beach creek, and you asked for me to go.
Let him answer. This is not Jerry Springer. One at a time, and there's no reason to be angry. We're all.
I'm not angry, Brooks. I'm trying to be heard. Because my voice, you know.
No, we understand perfectly fine.
Shut the freaking door.
Fine. People are going to have questions because, like I said, you're in the eye of the hurricane. You know, you wanted to come up and ask a question. You asked your question. I answered it. And I said, for me, if the planting flower story comes out, you know, I answered the question. So other people have questions. So let's let Trevor continue his train of thought.
What I said when you asked me to go check something out and to be able to prove whatever you had been saying, I said to report it because I am not anything but someone who's local, who cares and wants to help. I'm not an investigator. I don't have.
Thank you so much.
I'm not anybody in a position that should be or can be investigating or following up on anything. That is law enforcement's job, and I believe anything that's reported to them that's what should be done, and then they follow up on it from that way. That's what happened. I don't follow up on anything for anybody. It's not because it's you. If Brooks asked me to go look for something, I would say, and the police need to look at it. If it doesn't matter who asked me, that's their job.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't to investigate. It wasn't to do anything that law enforcement has not done.
Well, what was
it
it
was
for?
To be able to prove or disprove something to maybe help Summer in a way, and to have someone there.
She's so full of crap. She's so full of it. After all this time, she decides that something's important that might help Summer. I call bullcrap. And it's very, very hard for me to try to be a good girl on my channel. Thank you, AC. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. What do you mean she don't have no driver's license? I have to agree that of all the people she decides to get a hold of to look into a situation, it's bullshit. I'm sorry, it's freaking bullshit. I don't care what she says. I don't care. Why are you getting a hold of Trev? I think Trev is absolutely correct. I believe that if it was something that could have possibly helped the situation, call law enforcement, Jody. Call law enforcement.
That I thought would be a voice for, and be able to go, okay, well, JSP is or is not wrong on this, and to actually.
Angela, I have a respect for Trev also, and yes, for as young as he was, giving to the reward fund showed a lot about his character, but he wasn't the first one. There were a couple other men from the area that gave a very substantial amount of money also. I just wanted to put that out there. Not being disrespectful to Trev, for sure.
12 phone, because I had nobody else to hold the phone. You can't drive with one.
You can't drive with a phone?
It's not legal to drive with a phone, nor around where I was going is it safe to do so. It's one of the worst areas ever to get hit or car wrecks.
Well, your ass
Okay,
was
because
on
I have this
Facebook.
thing that hangs down from my rearview mirror, and I have my phone in it for maps and
Yeah,
things
me
like
too,
that. I
Lip Lock.
ignore calls and texts, but I mean, my phone goes with me.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not worried about being tracked on Google or anything. So yeah, my phone goes everywhere.
Well, so do mine, but I don't understand the worried about being tracked thing. I wasn't worried about being tracked. I wanted Trev there as someone to hold the camera so I could legally drive. I didn't have one of those things in the vehicle, and I told him he could follow behind me as well.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why, of all people, are you trying to get that young man to do some F shit? I'm trying really hard here, you guys. I'm trying really hard. It's not working out real well for me here. How is anything this woman has done in 51 days since Summer went missing to help her? Everything has been to help herself and up her cash up in Summer's name. May, you've been around since the beginning, darling. This is weird to me. I call BS on it. I'm calling BS on this crap. I really am. Everybody's about, they're really getting fed up with you, Jody. Okay? I said to you one time, Jody, on Facebook, I sent you a message. And, all right, dang it. I'm going to pull it up. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Let me find it, y'all. I don't think so. I don't know a lot about Facebook, but it's in there somewhere. Where the heck is it? Let me see. Hold on. I should be able to pull that up, right? She couldn't have deleted it. Hold on. I'll see if I can find it. Here we are. And I'll show it to y'all to prove to you that I sent it. Your town, get a hold of you can get a free lawyer. And he said, okay, great, I'll look into that. Right? Jody Sue revealed 2 new things. Jody Sue revealed the first time she was waiting at the stop sign. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? No Scam Zone. Yeah, that was disgusting when she was going to raffle off that shirt. And that was the only thing I ever said to Don Wells. You wanted $10,000 for a lawyer? Get a hold of a lawyer in your town. There's pro bono lawyers. He didn't want to do that. He wanted money. Is exactly what he wanted. Money. Oh, Lord. I took it off there. I'm about wiped out, you guys. I've been on here 2 hours and 20 minutes. Maybe we'll do a part 2 tomorrow. Getting my voice again. I was starting to get upset. And I'm not gonna get like that anymore. It doesn't matter, in my opinion. Jody's just gonna keep on as just like Dawn and Candace. The more attention you give them people, the more that they're going to you know, the more shit they're gonna say. Right? At Blue Roof Dawn's home. Well, you guys got to understand, allegedly, Andy pulled up a couple minutes from Dawn. And she was already down there, allegedly, walking the creek, trying to help find Summer. So if she was at the stop sign, I don't know what big of a deal that would have been. Because Blue Roof Dawn was the other neighbor that was helping look. But I still stand by what the message I sent her on Facebook. I still stand by that. Thank you, Deb. That means a lot. I appreciate you. AC, I didn't mean to holler at you if you think I hollered at you. I didn't mean to do that. And thank you for your support on the super sticker. Thank you so much, AC. I appreciate you. I do. So I didn't mean to holler at you if you think I hollered at you. I really didn't mean to. Add 2 new things to the story. I can't, this is the way I feel about that. I feel that, unfortunately, we haven't found Summer. Unfortunately, there's no new information. Unfortunately, it seems that, in my opinion, Jody Sue, what was she going to do? What was she going to do with Trevor? And I'm going to do a part 2. I got to go in and change my freaking title. I have to change my title. Because I was going to talk about Benny and Ernie. Which I can wrap that up for you real quick. I didn't hear Benny or Ernie tell us anything different than what we already know. There was nothing new that was added in there that I found. Thank you, May May. I worked really hard on that letter. And she said, F you. It hurt my feelings. She hurt my feelings. No, she really didn't hurt my feelings, but thank you, Deb. Thank you. Some don't want her to be found because their gravy train will end. I get you, Anus. Thank you, Poppy. I know. Sometimes I question what time to do my lives because I'm like, if I do them at 4, a lot of people are eating and doing dinner and things like that. For sure, for sure. Well, I just like to put out, if I can, the facts of what, I mean, honestly, you guys, what do we know in Summer's case to be factual? What do we know to be factual? I pray there is, Anus. I pray there is. Yeah, you got to have a feeling for her to hurt your feelings, right? That's one person who never hurt my feelings. I don't care what she ever would say about me. She blocked me almost immediately when I started going over there. She didn't like the questions I was asking. I mean, at all. And dang it, AC. Thank you, AC. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much. This is what's bad for me, you guys. This is what's bad for me. And I appreciate you, AC, so much. Even though I monetized, they never, YouTube gets me one way or the other because I am just too, now they let me keep my super stickers and stuff, but they say that I'm a little bit too crass for the ad agencies. They're like, remain calm. All right. We're not going to let you monetize as far as the ads go. But they have been letting me, of course, keep my super stickers and stuff. So this is all a new thing for me, you guys. It's really all of it's new for me. So for sure. Everyone coming out. Well, like I said, right? If you go back and you listen to a lot of what these people said in the beginning, that's what's very important, okay? What was said in the very beginning. And that's what I try to use is a lot of what was said in the beginning, because as you go on, especially with social media, right? What happens is the story gets twisted around. There's stuff added to it. And I mean, you know, with Allie, respectively, when she was getting paid, you can tell from the interview that she did with Unmask as she went on, and the more places she went to, and the more either money she was getting or, you know, her Cash App and stuff, you know, most of the time was being dropped. The story just proceeded to, you know, get heightened. And one of the lives Andrew did with her, she took back a lot of things that were said. She said that Summer being brought to her house at 3 o'clock in the morning, she said it wasn't true. So there were a lot of stories that were put out that later on they came back and said, no, that didn't happen. Like with Don Wells, right? Talking about H sending Candace all those inappropriate pictures and stuff. Before Doug lost his channel, Doug asked him about that, and he said no. Right? No. So, I mean, and no, I've never talked to Don Wells. That was the only thing I said to him on Facebook, and I never talked to him again. And I can show you guys if you want to see it. I mean, I'll show it to you if you really want to see it. Actually, I don't even know why I haven't unfriended him. I will do that right now because I have no desire to dick with him. But that was the only thing I said to him. But Dawn is everybody's friend. Log in Facebook. I don't know why. I mean, that's an old Facebook. I don't even know why I kept him on there. Oh, that's my son-in-law. Look, I better not unfriend him. Oh, he's not on there. Why isn't he on there? Okay, wait. Do I need to go to messages? Let me see. Why isn't that on there? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that was the only thing I said to him. That was January 17th of 23. That was a year ago. Oh, wait, I gotta find it to delete it. Where'd it go? It's not, I don't see it on there. Oh, there it is. How do I don't even know how to unfriend him. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, how do you unfriend somebody? I don't even know. I'll get it. I will get it. Oh my God. I cannot show that on my YouTube channel. They will get me for that, AC, but that's funny. Yeah, I mean, that was the only thing I ever wrote to him. But he needed called out. He needed called out for the shit. All he did was, I said, Don, prayers for your family. Hope you are still keeping God close to your heart because he is the only one that truly cares. What will it take to get the boys back? I understand you need a lawyer. Please check because they have a system set up for pro bono lawyers for low-income individuals. He said thanks. That was all he said. That was all he said. And that was the end of our relationship. I don't think he liked me very much anyway. I wouldn't let him on my channel. I wouldn't let him come up on my panel and fight with Cher. That's all they were going to do was fight. And I'm like, I don't want you guys fighting over here. I don't know, you guys. Who froze to death? Who do you have freezing to death? In my chat. Let me find you. Lord have mercy. I'll have to get that off of there. You guys got to be careful what you say in chat. You got to dress it up. Let me go back and find it. Green eyes. I know what you're talking about, though. What do you think happened, Green Eyes? What do you think happened with that, Green Eyes? I wish you would come on my panel to talk about that. I would like to talk about that real quick. Yep, 3 in a Kansas City yard. They were in that house watching the game and then turned around and who didn't say F you? So what was weird was because didn't they say their cars were in the driveway? Right? They said the cars were in the driveway and they allegedly were in the backyard. It's all weird. It's all really weird. It didn't make any sense. But I've been following that. I've been following that too. I follow a lot of different things for sure. Actually, I've got the news report on it right here. Hold on, I'll play it for you. Why not? Why not? YouTube's got me anyway because I can't keep my mouth shut. Well, this is News Nation. I don't know if I can play it. I don't want News Nation to freaking strike me. So, but yes. That is really weird. I'm going to keep following that. Yeah, they didn't find them for days. The cats was in the driveway. Their cars were in the driveway. Yeah, I would be sad, Vic, because three men froze unalive. They froze unalived. Yeah, that's what I don't understand, because I guess when the law enforcement got there and stuff, he acted like it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out, Green Eyes. I'm going to keep an eye on it. For sure, I'm going to keep an eye on it. But none of it makes sense, so. I'll talk about that a little more tomorrow. I'll research a little bit of that, and you guys go watch Brooks' Crime, Lines and Lies, if you want to watch that whole Jody Sue thing, and I'll finish up with that tomorrow. But, you know, people, the thing with Jody is, just like with Candace and stuff, and Dawn, you know, people get her up on panel. They don't want to say the wrong thing to her and all this shit. And, you know, people need to ask her the questions and they need to call her out on her crap for sure. Yeah, he wouldn't answer the door at first. They said he came to the door with an empty wine glass in his hand and in his boxers or something like that, right? Hey, Tinky Tink. So it was really weird. Really, really weird. All right. I've got OCD. I'm at 238. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody can grab it. We got a few minutes here. Love to you, Tinky Tink. It's good to see ya. All right, ask me anything you want. There's the link. You think so, Mo? There's a lot of people like that, though, Mohawk Mom. I don't know, May, how three individuals all, I mean, I don't know. I'll check into it more tonight. But I'll tell you guys what, it was good for me to take a couple days off. And I appreciate very much y'all who, you know, send me different stuff to my email and help me. Flies, I appreciate you a lot. I really do. You are a really, really good person. Don't tell anybody I said that, though. What's up, Terry?
Yeah, not much.
My earpiece in. I do that to AC. I'll say, "What's up, AC?" and I won't have my earpiece in, and I'm like, "Wait, I can't hear you."
Can't hear.
What's going on, girl?
Oh, not much. I've got to build up some energy to go out in this heat and clean up some stuff in my yard before the wind hits.
At least you can go out in your yard. I ain't going out in mine.
Oh, it's like in the 90s here.
Well,
And
it's like
so still.
It's like 5 degrees here.
Send some my way. I need some. It's just a dog's day. It's just, yeah. I know I got to do it because the wind's going to come, but I've got to build the energy.
Yeah, I need some energy too. It's like you kind of take a few days off and then you come back and it's like you need a few days.
Oh, I know that I'm going to be in so much pain when I'm finished because Craig's gone and yeah. So I know it's going to hurt too. So I'm just not looking forward to it.
You're not getting the ketamine injections anymore?
No, they'll only do that once here in Australia. They won't do it again a second time if it fails the first time.
Wow. Well, you know, in California, that's what that actor, what was he?
Matthew Perry, yeah. My doctor was talking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Something went out to all the, before it hit the news, something went out to all the medical people around the world about it. Because she told me before it even hit the news that he had ketamine in his system.
Yeah. Well, I guess he was taking, it was like a normal like prescription for him or something. So
he was taking, according to the medical thing that was sent to all medical people, he was doing the prescription one, but he was also doing recreational ketamine.
Right.
On top of his prescription.
Right.
So that's pretty dangerous. Yeah, that's Special K out on the streets. That's the street name for it.
Well, you know, he was
Special Can, Special Can't, Special K.
He probably was making enough, and they're not, you know, they're not going to say if he was getting prescribed it by another doctor too, you know.
No, he was buying it off the streets.
Money buys a lot of things, let me tell you.
So anyway,
when I looked into ketamine, there was a little girl who was that they were giving treatments to. But with her, they actually
that's the one that they took off the parents. It was a big court case. There was a little girl they were giving it to, and the department, the hospital wouldn't let her parents see her and stuff, and said that the mother had what's that disease, that thing in their head, that
Munchausen.
mental. Yeah, Munchausen. And the mother actually unalived herself so that the father could get custody back of her. And they just won a massive
it was
big court
sad.
case.
Yeah, that case had been going on for many
She
years.
literally had the same thing I've got, that little girl did.
Right.
She has the same disorder I've got.
Yeah, actually there's like a documentary on, is it Netflix, I want to say?
Yeah, it's
or
on
one of
Netflix.
them that talk about it. And
Yeah,
it's really
I watched
sad
it
because
on.
she was so young, and
Yeah.
now looking, and when you watch that, you know, she turned into quite a young lady for sure, and then been
Well,
going
there's
through that for
I'm
years.
parts of support groups, and there are children as young as 5, 6 years old that has this disorder. I feel so bad for them because as an adult, I struggle.
Right.
I can't imagine being a child who lived through what I lived through. Like some nights my feet just hurt me so bad for no reason, and my legs won't stay still, and it's just really painful.
Restless leg syndrome?
No, well, yeah, it is kind of like that. And it's also kind of like having continuous growing pains, and sometimes you have like seizures,
like fibromyalgia type symptoms.
Yeah, it's a mixture of all different things. That's why they have no clue what it is and how to fix it. And
thank you, Kelly Kay.
Craig actually looked into what's that thing where they
you're right, May.
the bone thing, the transplant thing. I can't think of it. I don't know. It affects your memory as well. I can't remember. Yes, Special K is a
transplant thing that affects your memory?
No, I affect my memory. The disorder affects your memory.
I was gonna say, is that called your brain, I think?
I know. The disorder actually affects your memory. Your short term. It doesn't affect your long term, it affects your short term memory.
Right.
Yeah. Not bone marrow. Oh, freaking hell, I can't think of it. Sorry. I'll give up.
What, now you were in the hospital when they gave you your ketamine treatments, right?
Yeah, because here in Australia, it's illegal to have it outside a hospital. Even so I could go for a walk outside the ward, they had to disconnect me off the machines.
Right.
The rest of the time I just walked around in circles in the ward because you can't actually leave the hospital with ketamine.
Misfit said I have Chiara malformation, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and POTS. That's where my misfit name comes from.
Stem cell. Thank you, Claire.
Oh, bless your heart, misfit miss. You got a lot going on.
That's a lot, yeah. Claire got it. Stem cell.
Stem cells, yeah.
That's what Craig looked into. But it was like 70 grand.
Yeah, it's very expensive when you start getting into different stem cells. And
then I'd have to go to, that was just for the treatment. Then I'd have to go over to some other country for it. So then there's accommodation and food and flights and
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that don't really do that here in Australia.
That weirdo guy, he was a fashion designer. I can't remember his flipping name. They got him for basically the same thing with Epstein, and that's what he was doing. He was paying a lot of stem cell researchers and stuff, but he wanted to remain young forever,
Oh gosh, if I could turn back the hands of time.
What his name was though. It's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, they got him for the same thing that they got Epstein for, and he owned an island over in Bermuda too, and or somewhere like that. Green Eye said, I heard on the Kansas case there may have been a fifth person. They were playing a dice game. One person left the home. Owner could have been out for days too, but didn't freeze. Okay.
Wow.
I'll look into it, Green Eyes, and definitely know a little bit more about the situation, and we can talk about it tomorrow if you want to pop over and converse with me. I know you ain't gonna come on my panel or show your face, but I mean, and it's
Chat
all
was
good.
really good today. Thank you, everyone, for being so
It
good.
was. Everybody was so. I love chat when everybody's so respectful to each other in it. It is really that's the way I want my chat to be for sure. And
welcome to all the newcomers.
yeah, we had quite a few in today, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Takes me a little bit to get on and warm up of the morning these days. Like,
you got to remember,
I sit there and watch and
we were talking about Jody Sue, so we all agree on how we feel about her. Yeah, AC Peter Nygaard, thank you. That was him for sure. They used the ranch out west for stem cells.
Oh.
Thank you, Callie K. Please feel free to come back anytime you like. AC, thank you so much for the super chats.
Yes, AC, you're naughty.
So, well, see, the bad thing with me, I can't keep my mouth. I can't behave when I'm running my mouth. So, I mean, I went ahead and monetized with YouTube for the ads and stuff.
Well, instead of swearing, why don't you just use your ruler? Every time you feel like swearing, just tap your ruler really hard.
Yeah, but it doesn't work out like that for me because even
Just
when
have an elastic band on your wrist and sting yourself.
Yeah, I'd be freaking pinching the crap out of myself. I try to do all right. I mean, it's not really a big deal. YouTube just says that our people who pay for the ads, you're not fit for that, lady. I'm like, whatever. Okay.
Abundance Create, you have a wonderful evening too. It's only, what time is it? It's only 6 to 10 a.m. here.
So, yes, I'm going to make up a lot of different code names for cuss words is what I'm going to do. So that way I can get it figured out. So
I'm easily scared these days for some reason since this disorder. So even when they open my bedroom door, I get scared. I jump. So mine is shut your face. Instead of cuss words, I just go, shut your face.
AC.
AC.
Thanks, girl. All right, Terry, I'm going to knock you
All
out.
right. Yep, I got to go do jobs. I'm just avoiding. All right. You all have a wonderful, wonderful night.
You too, girl. Bye. All right, I threw her off. I throwed her off, everybody. AC. Thank you, AC. You know I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. That means a lot, girl. I appreciate you. I really do. For one cursey word. It was really weird to me because, I this whole time, never even, I know a lot of creators swear, but for some reason, when I do it, they're like, yeah, our ad people da, 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 da. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I get picked on by YouTube for some reason. But then again, I don't have 5,000 subs like some of them and stuff like that. And so I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that, creators that maybe have a lot more subs get away with a little bit more. I could be wrong. It's all good. May, I'm glad you popped in. I hadn't seen you for a while. So I'm glad you popped in. Let me know you're still around, girl. So, and new people who came in today, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Like I always say, even just coming in and waving hi, definitely means a lot. And of course, mods, thank you so much. One thing I hope I can say, with my mods are all wonderful people, and it's really weird that and so appreciated that when people come into my chat and over to my channel, there's just a respect that everyone has for each other in chat. And we know that, some of the other channels and in chats, not everybody gets along. But, over here, y'all, it runs so smooth, and it makes it a lot easier for me because, my mods ain't having to continuously keep getting on to people. Oh, thank you, Lean on Me. And, get on to people, and, we don't have to waste our time continuously, arguing or, things like that. And like I say, you guys are the ones who do that. Y'all are the ones who do that. You guys have made my channel what it is. And I thank you guys for that. I really do. You guys, honestly, y'all made my channel. I just came on and thought I have a lot of facts and things that I've written about summer, and it was important to me to get it out a little bit and, try to stick with the facts and not all the bull crap. I'm mod in a live war channel. Yeah, this is super mellow. Yeah, Kelly K. Come over here and mellow out anytime you want. Hey, Abundance. All right, you guys, I've got to get off here. After about 2 hours, my throat starts going. And, oh, are you okay, Flies? You're afraid I'm gonna come through the screen with the ruler? My trusty ruler. I have been working on the rulers. I'm trying to deck them out. Okay? I'm not going to show them, but I've been trying to, make the rulers fantastic. Trying to. So I've got to get them done. I may do that. I may fix me some tea. Flies doesn't, I think she takes sinus medicine, but I don't know. I don't think she takes any other medicine. Wild Bill says, come on over for an interview, Ziggy. That's hilarious, Green Eyes. Look, I will say this before I leave. I got 2 minutes. So I'm going to give my opinion. Like I said, for many, well, not many, but for a long time, some of the things that Ziggy would do, I kind of felt like, that she was easily manipulated. I I don't feel that way now. I feel that maybe there's a sense in her that I don't know. It's like, does she think she's got a bubble of protection around her? I don't know if she thinks that even though Fred's in jail, that in some way that he can, you know, talk to these people. But let me tell you guys something that maybe y'all ain't thought about. And of course, me and Flies talk about everything. But what if, no, that wasn't Flies. That was you, AC, that me and you talked. I don't know. I talked to Fly and AC, and then I email people. So I'm always talking to somebody. We know that Fred and Billy Shipley were at one time in the same Sullivan County jail, right? Now, I'm sure that they spoke to each other. And I am sure that at that time that Fred knew that Ziggy was talking to Billy's ex. And I'm sure Billy knew that Billy's ex was talking to Ziggy. So we can kind of look at it like this too, right? What if Fred is like, that's my sugar mama. Ziggy's my sugar mama. Right? Why don't you hook your mama up with my sugar mama? And it's a win-win situation all the way around, as far as monetarily, right? I'm just saying. I could be wrong. But you know, I mean, y'all feel me on that? Do y'all feel me on that? That's not confusing, Terry. It's like Fred's in jail. Billy Shipley's in jail. Fred and Billy know each other. Both were in Sullivan County. Both, I'm sure, talk to each other. Fred is like, I got a sugar mama named Ziggy. She on the outside, she got a YouTube channel, brother. And Billy was like, really? Well, my ex, why don't we hook them up? And it's a win-win situation for both of us. Brother. Right? Well, I don't think they have, it's not, I don't think it's like a cell phone, maybe. I think it's, I can't remember what it's called. It's called, let your friend send us money and we'll let you text her. That's what it's called. But everybody needs money for honey buns. Okay. Fred needs honey buns. And I'm sure that Billy Shipley needs honey buns. Right? A conspiracy, no scam zone. No scam zone gets an A for the day. All right, my ass is getting off here. All right, I appreciate, thank you, AC, for the super dupers. Thank you for the super dupers for today. Ziggy was aiding and abetting. Aiding and, well, you know what Fred said? He was like, girl Ziggy, when I get out of this mess, I'm coming to see you, girl. Love you, girl. You know what I always say? If you ever talk to anybody in jail, make them show you their hands while you're talking to them. Be like, look, hold that phone with your shoulder, dude, and show me your hands. Well, you never know what they're doing with their hands. I mean, I'm just saying, that's pretty disgusting. All right, my ass is getting off here. You guys have a good night. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm tired, and I'm going to lay down and eat. Well, I'm going to eat first, and then I'm going to lay down. And then I'm going to go to sleep. I think that's the way it works in the world. Good night, Kelly K. Thank you, all the new people who showed up. May, I'm glad you stopped in, like I said. It's always nice to see people pop in and say hi, especially that I hadn't seen for, I remember when Fred told her he was the person they claimed. Well, yeah, Mohawk Mom. Oh, thank you, May. Hey, like I say, it's just me. Oh, I was going to say this. As far as, I'll just say this. Brandy, my heart goes out to you. I hope that, God blesses you to, get Michael home. And my channel's always here for you. And, just my opinion, I think some things that have been going on are disrespectful to you. And I will apologize for those people. I will apologize for them. They have not seen the error of their ways. Okay. So, but we are always here for you. I want you to know that. I think you know that. And prayers to you. Prayers to everyone for Summer Moon Utah Wells. We need to get these, we need to find these babies and bring them home. Thank you, Flies, because I don't want any suspects over here. People can freak out that, 2 years ago, Remain Calm said something to Don Wells on Facebook. But like I said, I never spoke to him again after that. I'm not going to hide that. But no, I always said I wouldn't let him on my channel, him nor Candace, and I never have. In the very beginning, I had Candace's number. I never called. One time I called and I hung up because I really, that was a time when I had to make a decision. Do I want to speak with this person or not? And I chose not to. I'm not saying that if she would have answered that she would have even spoke to me at that time. I don't know. At the time they were talking to everybody. So, but the Facebook message that I sent Jody stands true to this day. I still feel the same way with everything that I said. I stand with it. And I didn't think that I was being an asshole to her. Obviously, she thought that I was being sarcastic, to tell me to F off. But, that's her. That's her. Yeah, you know me, I have too many questions. So nobody likes somebody who asks a lot of questions, especially ones that they don't want to answer. So again, thank you, AC. I appreciate you for the super thank yous. It really means a lot. And thank you, Lisa Kleckner, Vic, and everybody. I would go through again and say everybody's names, but I can't. And so anybody that I missed, giving you a shout out, I apologize, because I always try to say hello to everybody and try to converse with my chat. And I'm still going to keep trying to do that. Okay. Because, you know, I'm not the type of person to come up here and talk to myself. So I like talking to you guys. So, all right. Don't cost a dime, be kind. If you got to get a little feisty, go ahead and do it. If you feel the need to tell somebody to fuck off, I will say it. Might as well. Go ahead. You know, don't take no crap. And please, 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 with Summer Moon Utah Wells case and also Michael Vaughn's case, please know the difference between fact, information, hearsay, opinions. It makes a big difference when you know exactly how something's being said. And it always helps to try to keep the truth out there. It means a lot to keep the truth out there. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate you so much. I really do. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. I got to go. I said I gotta go. All right. Class dismissed for the day. All right. Peace out. Justice for Summer. Any information, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Oh, yeah, donkey lot owners. I forgot about you, Donkey King. I'm sure we'll be talking about you again, Donkey King. For reals. For reals, man. And don't forget, if you need that tarp or you need those tires to melt down or whatever, just ask. If you are in the Summer Wells community, I think, this is my opinion, that it would be very much appreciated if you need something, just please let us know. Okay? Just let us know. Y'all don't have to make up stuff or whatever. I'm not even saying he's making it up. I can't do that. You know, in Summer's case, it's nobody's innocent and nobody's guilty. All right? But just let people know. We would much rather, I know the people that I associate with would much rather help in a time of need for you than you to feel like that you have to, let's just say, use her name. Okay? Jeez. All right. Thumbs up. At least give me a thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up for Mary. Thumbs up for me. Here, I'm gonna go over here and give myself a like. Dang, thank you, you guys. I've never had that many likes before. I wonder how many people gave me a dislike. Oh, nobody yet. There's always one or two, sometimes three. We need more flies for donkeys to swat. Oh, I'll tell you what, flies would tear them donkeys up. She really would. I know. That's what we need to do. We need to plan a vacation to the donkey place. That's what I'm going to do. All the money I make off my channel, I'm going to save it up, and I'm going to take all of you guys to the donkey place. Right? We'll all go in there and we'll be like, where's Chingo Chango? We're looking for Chingo Chango and his donkeys. I'm telling you, I got to get off here. I'll stay on here talking to you guys all night. Peace out. Miss Maddie said to thank everybody for their birthday wishes. So, appreciate you guys. See you later. Email me if you like. I'm always available. Damaris, thank you so much for your music there, guy. I'm going to take it out with a wonderful person's music, Mr. Damaris. Y'all enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.